There is a ritual that millions of people perform every single morning, believing it is the fuel that keeps them alive, when in reality, it is the very thing that is slowly burning them out. You open your eyes. You feel the heaviness of sleep, the fog in the brain, the stiffness in the joints, and your first instinct, programmed by culture, habit, and addiction, is to reach for the coffee pot. You want the jolt. You want the caffeine to kickstart your heart and force your eyes open. But Edgar Cayce, the medical clairvoyant who peered into the inner workings of thousands of bodies in trance, saw this habit differently. He saw the human body upon waking not as a machine that needs to be jump-started with a stimulant, but as a temple that needs to be cleansed. He taught that the morning is the sacred time of elimination. And when you pour strong acidic coffee into an empty stomach that is already laden with the metabolic waste of the night, you are not waking up. You are locking down. You are shocking the kidneys, congesting the liver, and creating a chemical environment where anxiety and inflammation thrive. Today, we are going to learn the morning tonic protocol. This is the exact opposite of the coffee habit. It is a method to flush the biological toilet, to alkalize the bloodstream instantly, and to generate a form of energy that is clean, sustained, and vibrationally high. We are not saying you can never drink coffee again. We are saying, do not drink it first. To understand why this is non-negotiable, we have to look at what happens to your body while you sleep. Sleep is not a passive state. It is an active state of detoxification. While your conscious mind is dreaming, your liver is filtering liters of blood, pulling out toxins, heavy metals, and dead cells. Your lymphatic system, the brain's sewage system, is pumping waste down into the kidneys and the colon. When you wake up, your body is essentially a house where the trash has been collected and put in the hallway, but it hasn't been taken out the door yet. Your internal state upon waking is naturally acidic. This is normal. It is the byproduct of the night's work, the metabolic ash of rebuilding the body. But your goal in the first hour of the day is to neutralize that acidity and flush the trash out. Coffee is chemically acidic. It contains tannins and caffeine which act as diuretics, yes, but they also trigger a cortisol spike, the stress hormone. If you put acid, coffee, on top of acid, metabolic waste, you create a state of stagnation. You crystallize the waste in the joints and tissues. You tell the body, stop cleaning, start fighting. The remedy Cayce recommended over and over again, for conditions ranging from arthritis to asthma to general fatigue, was deceptively simple. Warm water with the juice of half a lemon. Now you might be thinking, that's it? Lemon water? But you must understand the specific alchemy of why this works. It is not just about vitamin C. It is about the paradox of the lemon. Outside the body, a lemon is acidic. It has a pH of around 2 or 3. But the moment it enters the human digestive tract, a remarkable chemical conversion occurs. It becomes anionic. It interacts with the enzymes in the stomach and turns into one of the most powerful alkalizing agents in nature. When you drink this tonic, you are sending a wave of alkalinity into an acidic system. It acts like a magnet. It pulls the toxins from the liver and the blood and binds to them. It stimulates the peristaltic action of the bowels, encouraging the body to empty itself completely. Cayce called this keeping the alimentary canal clean. He taught that if the colon is blocked or sluggish, the toxins reabsorb into the blood, leading to what he called auto-intoxication. This is the root of brain fog. You feel tired not because you lack caffeine, but because you are literally poisoning yourself with your own waste. However, the details of this protocol matter immensely. You cannot just drink cold lemonade and expect a miracle. There are 3 specific rules to the Cayce morning tonic that turn it from a beverage into a medicine. Rule number 1, the temperature. The water must be warm, not boiling hot, and definitely not ice cold. Cayce warned that putting cold water into an empty stomach shocks the system and extinguishes the digestive fire. It constricts the blood vessels in the stomach lining, which stops the absorption of the water and prevents the flush. Warm water, on the other hand, relaxes the tissues. It dilates the blood vessels. It matches the internal temperature of the body, allowing the hydration to bypass the stomach and enter the intestines rapidly to do its cleaning work. Rule number 2, freshness. You cannot use the plastic lemon juice bottles found in the baking aisle. Those are dead fluids, pasteurized and preserved. Cayce spoke of the life force in food. You need the live enzymes found in a fresh lemon or lime. You cut it, you squeeze it, you drink it. The oxidation begins immediately, so you must consume it fresh to get the electrical charge that stimulates the liver. Rule number 3, the separation. This is the most critical rule, and the one almost everyone gets wrong. Cayce was extremely strict about dietary combinations. He stated in numerous readings, never take citrus juices and cereals at the same meal. Why? Because the acid in the fruit acts upon the starch in the cereal, your toast, your oatmeal, your bagel, to create fermentation in the gut. It turns your stomach into a distillery. You create alcohol and gas. This destroys the benefits of the lemon and ruins your digestion for the day. So the protocol is this. You wake up, you go to the kitchen, you heat your water, you squeeze your lemon, you drink it down. And then, this is the key, you wait. You must wait at least 30 minutes, preferably 45, before you eat anything or drink your coffee. You have to give the janitor time to sweep the floor before you start walking on it. During this 30 minutes, the body is flushing. You might feel the urge to use the restroom. This is a good sign. You might feel a lightness returning to your head. Only after this window has passed do you have your breakfast. And if you have breakfast, try to keep it alkaline. But if you must have your coffee, have it now. You will find that you need less of it. You will find that the jittery, anxious edge of the caffeine is smoothed out because your blood chemistry is balanced. Why does this simple habit change your life? Because energy is not just about stimulation, it is about conductivity. An acidic body is a poor conductor of energy. It has high resistance. The nerves are inflamed, the signals are static. An alkaline body is a superconductor. The electricity of your nervous system flows without resistance. When you alkalize first thing in the morning, you are setting the vibrational tone for the entire day. You are choosing flow over force. Cayce often said, the body is the temple. Imagine if you walked into a temple and the first thing you did was spray mud on the walls. That is coffee on an empty stomach. Now imagine you walked in and washed the floors with warm water and fresh scent. That is the morning tonic. This is not a quick fix that you do once. It is a lifestyle. It is a commitment to the biological reality of your vessel. I challenge you to try this for just 7 days. Put the coffee pot on a timer for 45 minutes later than usual. Buy a bag of lemons. Commit to the warm flush. Observe what happens to your skin. It often clears up as the liver unburdens itself. Observe what happens to your energy at 2 p.m. The crash often disappears. Observe your mood. The irritability of the acidic state often melts into a calm clarity. We have a saying in the Cayce work, keep the pineal clear and the colon clean. They are connected. You cannot reach spiritual heights if your physical foundation is toxic. Start your day with the cleanse. Start your day with the intention of purity. And once you have mastered the morning, you need to understand how to maintain that energy throughout the day by avoiding the specific food combinations that Cayce said cause war in the stomach. We have a complete guide to the Cayce acid alkaline diet linked in the description. But for now, put down the coffee cup, heat the water, squeeze the lemon, and let your body breathe.